First of all, understand that the most important thing is that if you are a nice girl, men won't feel the need to respect you. You're not going to elicit that type of response. It only comes when you have developed an air and a sense of coldness to your personality in the beginning and from time to time, right? The problem is that nice girls don't know how to shut that shit off. All right. And another thing about making a man prove themselves to you is that one, a man who will not try to prove himself to you thinks he's better than you. It is that simple. So he thinks he's better than you through different ways. One, having more options and you not being the only option. We've all known how that feels when we feel like we could throw them away, right? We don't care about proving ourselves to them. We just want them to submit to us. And he thinks he's doing you a favor, right? He says, oh, I'm hot. She's I don't need to prove myself to her. She should be happy she's with me. And that type of condescending, lack of appreciation type of attitude is what makes them act arrogant and makes them put you in a position where you're the one proving yourself to them, right? Because this is the thing. This is not what a man wants. A man doesn't want to be with a woman whom he doesn't respect or fear losing. Because in his mind, he didn't do a good job if that's the case. And that's why if he doesn't prove himself to you, he's eventually going to leave you because he wants to prove himself to you. That's the price that every man has to pay to make a woman love you, or at least the price that they think they have to pay, right? Because the act of proving themselves to you automatically makes them fall for you. It's like if you take care of a fucking baby, all right? If he's not your baby, but if you hang around long enough with that dude, you'll end up loving the baby, right? If you end up with a guy where he tries to prove himself to you, just by him trying to prove himself to you, automatically makes him fall in love with you. And if you want to learn more about these types of courses that I have, sorry about that. You could check out our online course. Well, I don't know why the hell this is showing up, but the point is, this is my Patreon people, right? You could ask me random questions here, and I make videos based on the question you ask. Just starting at $5 a month, and you guys can purchase my online courses, Psychological Game of Attraction. You can purchase it on the description down below. It's a course for women who are single, and Natural Chemistry is a course for women who are in relationships. So naturally, men want to prove themselves. If you don't feel the need to prove yourself, then you just don't respect them, right? So you should also feel the need to prove yourself to him, right? And naturally, if you're watching this video, you do, right? Because you kind of want him to prove himself because you want to prove yourself as well. You want to do it in conjunction, right? So you got to make a man feel like you like him, right? Make the man feel like you make the man feel like him, either his personality or fidelity. Oh yeah. So how to make a guy fear losing you, right? And to prove himself to you. One, make him feel like you doubt him, right? Make him feel like you doubt his personality or his intentions, right? Make him feel like you're not sure about him. Like you come across as a player, or you come across as somebody who's going to pull away. Make him feel like you're skeptical about him, because that skepticism, right, naturally puts him in a position where he's going to prove himself to you. So you could just tell him about your lack of trust in him. Or your lack of trust, and actually not in him. Talk about your lack of trust in men in general. Talk about how men maybe even betrayed you and now you can't trust guys as much. All right? Or how you're now hesitant because there's something about him that you just don't know yet. Naturally, a man will want to stand out from other men. Right? So they'll want to be the one that treats you well. So if you talk about how your other exes took you for granted and that's why you left them because they stopped trying, right? Then naturally he's gonna want to be different and be and try harder. But if he's a smart guy, and you tell him that you have most of your relationships you struggle because you're always the one chasing. If he's a smart guy, He's going to say, all right, then you just gave me the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. He'll go the opposite direction, right? So that's one thing you could do, right? Tell him about your lack of trust in men. Tell him, like, tell him about how you get bored easily. Through your words, you could pretty much create a reputation in his mind that you're somebody that people need to try a little harder. And you don't need to say it from a perspective of, well, people need to try harder. You could just, like I said, through stories. Oh, yeah, I dated my ex. Yeah, but, you know, I got turned off by him. I liked him a lot. But the issue is that he just got too comfortable towards the end. And I loved him, but he got way too comfortable. And I don't like when people do that. So we just broke up. Or you could say, yeah, man, I dated a guy and he was just, you know, he was always flirting with girls. And at first I didn't mind, but then I got pretty pissed off at it. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm not down with it. Or you could say, yeah, man, I'm dating a guy. And what's another thing that you could do? I'm dating a guy, and no, you could talk about how you were seeing a guy, and I don't know, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? You could just say stories of how you didn't forgive a guy who cheated on you, or how you didn't forgive a guy and you broke up with him and ghosted him because he kept flaking on you, right? You could just make up stories. I'm not kidding with you. You could just make up stories of how unforgiving you are, and they will believe you, right? Because he has no other choice but to believe you, right? And also, let him know that you're nonsense type of person. You could just literally say, when you're talking to a guy, let him know what you don't tolerate, because studies have shown that whenever you talk about the things that your nose, whenever you tell somebody what you don't like whenever you tell somebody your nose, like your non-negotiables, you actually come across as more attractive. So just tell them, look, man, I'm down to see you, but just understand one thing. The last guy, he didn't understand it, so that's why I left him. You touch me, you call me out by my name, or you become any sense abusive, we're done. I'm just letting you know that's a warning. Or if you yell at me once, we're done, right? Verbally let them know your boundaries, all right, with a sternness and seriousness. And if you apply all of these other things that I told you, and also, whenever something bad happens, pull away. Use adversity to make him prove himself to you, right? It's a little bit, it's a little gaslighting, I get it. But it's the point of the video is how to make a man prove himself to you, right? So just pull away a little bit. So I'm pulling away makes a guy prove himself to you because he wants to see whether or not you still like him, right? So you pull away. He doesn't get that validation from you. He starts fishing for compliments, and now you know he's chasing you. You get what I'm saying? Now, what happens when he proves himself to you? You reward him, right? If he brought you flowers, just say, "Oh, nobody has ever brought me flowers. That's so sweet." If he texted you really quickly when he naturally doesn't, you could just say, "Oh, you text me fast. That's so sweet. I like that," right? You verbally reward him for good behavior, all right? And that's how you do it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else how to make a guy prove himself to you. Well, it's all about being, like I said, less forgiving, telling him stories of how you could be a little intolerant for bullshit, literally telling him not to fuck with you, and whenever he does fuck up, you pull away. And you got to be that person that says, you got to make it up to me. You got to make it up to me depends on how much he fucked up. Like I said, there's some things you don't tolerate. You don't tolerate cheating, hitting, or verbally being abusive. But if he does cancel on you last minute and he's been doing it consistently, you cannot let people lower your value that way. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's how you do it, man. Making a man prove himself to you at the end of the day comes down to your willingness to walk away. There is no magic pill to this. If you're looking for a magic pill, you guys know I am not the guy for that, all right? Anyways, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, if you guys have a guy that you need him to prove himself to you really bad, you can just let me know by working with me one-on-one by clicking on the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one. I don't know if you guys know this, but I stutter a lot. I'm a big stutterer. All right, man. I used to stutter when I was a little kid. All right, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how I almost got kidnapped by the Mexican mafia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to check out my new course called Nice Girl. It's available for purchase right now. Okay. This course I specifically made for women who consider themselves nice, for women who are too forgiving, for women who let other people guilt trip them easily, for women who always give people the benefit of the doubt but always end up getting played. This course will teach you about people's actual manipulations, about the strategies that people use to extort from you, to take from you without you getting anything in return. Because nice people are in abundance in the world. And nice people, unfortunately, if they allow their nature to guide their lives, they will become bitter because they'll end up seeing that their niceness never leads to anything. So the goal of being a nice person is to get people to like you, but sometimes that has actual backward effects. Like it actually creates what you're trying to avoid. So this course will teach nice girls how to get what they want through being more assertive, how to express themselves, how to not get played, how to identify manipulation, how to reverse manipulation. So if you're somebody who's always had that consistently in their lives, who are always people pleaser, who are always being passive aggressive, this course will teach you how to communicate all of those things that you want to communicate with people without getting played. Okay, I'll teach you how to be more assertive. I'll teach you how to identify disrespect, because when you're a nice person, you have a hard time understanding when people are being disrespectful because you're seeing the world through insecurity. You want to be liked, and so when somebody doesn't like you, you sort of twist it around in a weird way. So I show you how to see disrespect. I show you how to stand up for yourself. I show you how to deter aggressors. I show you how to avoid sending signs of weakness and how to send signs of strength. Right? And I even show you a meditation on how to become more assertive. Check it out. It's a course that it's not a super long course because I made it that length for a reason. I don't want to overburden you with too much information. This is just straight to the point. If you watch this course, you will get the results. This is not a 5-hour course. Okay, this is like a 2.5-hour course. So I think it's 2 hours or something like that. And the reason why that is because it's straight to the point. Okay, so if you watch that course, do what the videos say. You will over time overcome your niceness. Okay, purchase it now. In the description down below, you'll see where it says "Purchase Nice Girl." It's only $99, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. You'll get your money back. Okay, because if you don't get it back, I'm closing the channel. That's for sure. All right, so I'll see you guys inside, and I hope you guys enjoy that course.